Hello everyone, I'm Vivian Viv, and today I'm going to talk to you about the power of money mindset. Now, some of you probably know people, or is one of them too, that have mentioned or made statements like, only the rich gets richer. None of these opportunities come to me. Why are they so lucky? Why does everything always go to them? Why are they born in a rich family? If only I was born in that rich family, I could also do the same. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're wrong. In actual fact, it is probably your fault. Why you're not attracting those opportunities, why you're stagnant. Because everything that is happening in your life is a reflection of you. The way you show up in life is how your life will be. So it is your responsibility. But please don't hate me yet. Don't close off. Continue watching, because on the flip side, that also means you have full control of your own life. Everyone is going to be born in different families, but guess what? The challenges in life is the same. Just because they were born in a rich family doesn't mean their life is smooth either. Everything is a test for you to show how much grit you have, and do you have what it takes to get there. You've heard of stories. There are a lot of poor people who became a success because they took responsibility for their own life. They took action and they said, no, I don't believe that that's how my life should be. When you have full control of your life, you have the control to make decisions. You can make choices. Are you going to be someone that will sit here and say, I am so poor, I'll just continue living poor and not do anything and complain and complain? Or are you going to be someone who says, I am poor, but that's okay. I'm going to learn a new skill and make money. I'm going to not stay in this unhappy environment. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to step out. I'm going to change locations. I'm going to move. Everything is a choice. So that's the beauty of when everything is your fault. You have full control. So with that, I just want to remind you to be decisive, take action, invest in yourself, and reward yourself. I learned that very, very early in life, that everything is in my own hands. I was born in a very big family, and my parents are immigrants, and we had no money. And when I was born, they decided to they were already beginning to embark on an entrepreneurial journey. So they were never around. But because we had such a big family, my grandma wasn't able to look after me, or my parents wasn't able to look after me. So basically, I was sent to foster families. By the age of 3, I had over 20 families that have looked after me. Some of them lasted for a day and then gave me back. Some of them lasted for a week. But from memory, the longest family that looked after me was only for the duration of 2 months or 3 months, something like that. And I still remember clearly this night when I was 3 years old. As cliched as it sounds, it was raining, and I was in my room, and it was that moment where I just thought to myself, I've had enough. That's it. I don't want to feel like the rejection. I know that if I don't do anything myself, I'd probably still be here in the next few years. So I decided to grab my little backpack and then put in whatever clothes I had, which was not a lot, and then zipped it up, put it on my shoulder, and I walked out of my door. And then I told my foster family and said, I'm going home. They thought I was crazy. They're like, no, you're not. It's nighttime. I'm leaving. And then I opened the door and I walked out. I go, can you drive me home? I want to go home. And they said, no, it's raining and it's late. You can't do this. I'm like, I will. I'm going to sit here. And I was sitting on the porch outside after the door opened. And I just said, I'm going to sit here. They go, no, come back in. I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm only going to go home and I'll sit here until you're willing to take me back home. And then finally, they succumbed to my 3-year-old stubbornness and decided to take me back home. So I remember, I as soon as I got to my grandma's place, she opened the door and she was so shocked to see me there with my little backpack raining. And as soon as she opened the door, I remember I bolted through that door because I know there was no other way I'm going to not get into this house. So that was it. I bolted, and from then on, I reunited with the big crew, with my family, which was great, but then developed a mindset for me. And that mindset was my self-worth is not even equal to my parents' business. And that I need to really prove my self-worth in order to be accepted, in order to be loved, in order to be acknowledged. From then on, all I had was, in order to stay with the family, I need to give. I need whatever I have, whatever I will receive, I will give back to the family, because that's how I show my love, and that's how they will then show their love back to me, by accepting me. And that was the beginning. My parents was entrepreneurs, and that also inspired me. I am a serial creator. I love creating things. I compose music, I design, create websites, create businesses. I love it. And I've created multiple businesses. I've had a lot of income coming in. But guess what? I gave away everything. Because subconsciously, I didn't think I was worthy of rewarding myself. What I believed was that whatever I had, I need to give back in order to receive love. And that was my mindset that stopped me from holding on to the energy, from growing the energy. And my only self-worth was getting the recognition from my parents, which then magnified a different issue, was that without self-worth and self-love, guess what? Not only do I not give myself or allow myself to hold on and to grab onto opportunities that come my way, I also attracted the same mindset where people didn't see my self-worth. People didn't see my self-love. And that is the problem. Everything that happens in your life is a reflection of yourself. And when I see my reflection as I'm not worthy, well, then you attract the people that also don't see your worth. And it wasn't until then when my 3-year-old stubbornness came back to me and reminded me, take action. If you're unhappy, which I was, I came to a point where I felt soulless. I didn't know what was going on with my life. I felt like I was living someone else's life. I was so busy accommodating everyone. I was so busy making people happy rather than myself happy that I became very, very empty. And I would literally wake up in the morning like a zombie. My legs were moving. I know I had tasks to do. I know I was doing the work, but I felt nothing. I felt numb. And I thought to myself, even if I died tomorrow, I don't think it'll make a difference because I don't see a difference in me. 5 years, 10 years ahead, if this was me, then, well, I guess I'm not living for anything. I'm just working. I'm just a machine, to be fair. And I was not happy. And then I told myself, is it okay to continue being unhappy until the day I die? And then my 3-year-old body came back to me and says, you're better than this, Viv. You've done it before. You've taken action, you changed it, you changed your environment, and you were able to get what you wanted at that time. You can do it now. You're old enough. You can look after yourself. It's time for you to make a change, take action. And that's when I decided to take action, get my life back on track, start gaining the money, pocketing the money. Remember to reward yourself, invest in yourself. Invest, 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 because that's the asset that will never lose money. never lose its value. Always invest in yourself. So there you have it. Today, I just really wanted to use my story to reinforce to you guys that everything that we think is not possible is just a limitation that has caused by other people in your life as you were growing up, or maybe through a relationship, maybe through work. None of that is true. As long as you take back control with your life and know that you can always have the control to make decisions. Don't let the emotional blackmailing get to you. Don't let the guilt come to you. Just remember, you have control. And once you have that control back, you are able to make the difference. You are able to manifest anything you want in life. Because the way how you show up for yourself is how your life will pan out to be. And remember, you deserve it. You are worthy. And you can and you will. Thank you for listening today, and I will see you again next week. Bye!